her all over. Well, she's here tonight. Are you guys ready for your first comedian tonight?
Attached itself to my face and then started burrowing in, and like in my dream I was like trying to rip it out, and then I woke up and I was still trying to get it out of my face. I'm sorry. I know no one likes to hear about dreams. I used to tell my dreams to my ex, you know, just like, oh, someday I would love to be a comedian and like maybe help eliminate food deserts. And he'd be like, you're so loud. Yeah. He didn't like me. He actually reminds me a lot of my mom. I've only ever actually had 2 boyfriends. The first one, obviously, he didn't like me. The second one was a step up. He didn't love me. Yeah, that was something he reserved for his wife. Yeah, I was a mistress for a time, and it was bullshit. I feel like I got ripped off, you know? I didn't get any of the mistress perks. He'd take me out on my stage, sure, whatever, but he wasn't like paying my rent, you know? He wasn't buying my silence. Because his wife knew they were open. No, it was crazy. And like, I asked myself so many times, like, what am I even doing here? Because really what it boiled down to is I had an emotionally unavailable boyfriend, and yeah, I don't know, I'm sure I didn't want to do it, like, without even trying. You know? Yeah, I don't think I would do it again, date a married guy. Not unless you really had something to lose. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm too anxious for it. I really am. I grew up super, super anxious, and it was just this feeling of like, oh no, I've done something wrong. You know, like anytime my mom would call my name, it was just immediately, oh fuck. And now, you know, that sort of looks like if I'm at the beach with my friends and I hear the lifeguard whistle, I'm like, yo, we are too far out. It is time to come in. We're not even in the water. What is that? But like as a kid, I was a show-off and a know-it-all. And I was really good at everything. But I had this anxiety that made me feel like I was doing things wrong, so I would have to prove that I was right. So like I would correct people's grammar. Yeah, no, I know, everyone loves that, and look, I get it. I would hate it too if like a little me came up and was like, actually, it's Jake and I. I would do this to my friends' parents, by the way. Yeah, I know. Or like I'd be in dance class killing it, and I'd stop the class, and I'd be like, yeah, actually, I'm wondering, is the look on 5? Or is it actually step look 6? And I knew what it was, but Dylan in the back was fucking up. I wanted to get to nationals. Someone had to tell her. Really? Okay, this is what I'm trying to get at, okay? I was annoying as a kid. Some might say I still am. Really, that's only my brother. But we do not have to trust his opinion. He is a Disney adult. Okay, I want to tell you something, but like, is this a safe space? Yeah. Okay, great. I didn't know that adults could get ear infections. I thought that was something that you just sort of like grow out of. And then like a couple months ago, I was going to bed and my ear felt wet. So I stuck a finger in to investigate, and it was covered in blood. And yeah, there's like really only two reasons why ears bleed, right? We've seen movies. One, a bomb has gone off really close by. Or I have just pushed my telepathic abilities to their absolute limit, and I don't think either of those things had just happened. But I did freak out because I am a doctor. I graduated from season 1 and 2 of The Pit. So, I just Googled it really quick and I was like, seems like an ear infection. And then I went to the doctor the next morning and they were like, doctor, we concur with your findings. So they gave me ear drops like a crusty little white dog. And the biggest antibiotics I have ever seen. And it felt like salt in the wound. I'm already an adult survivor of ear infection. And now I have to take these horse pills. You're telling me the only biotics in them are anti? I don't get a sprinkle of pro? That's crazy to me. I do also suffer from TMJ. Do we have any MDs in the house? Okay. I know you're not. Okay, so TMJ is lockjaw. Woo, really cool, I know. Mine is stress-induced, which is super fun because sometimes it's like, how can you even tell that you're stressed out? And then jaw won't close. The last time this happened to me, I was Googling around trying to figure out what I could do to help. And there's nothing that you can do, but every single article had a list of things to avoid. And top of the list every single time, excessive talking. And I don't know if you're picking up on the vibe. When I would play X-Men as a kid, my superpower was supersonic voice, just going around, So I love talking so much. One of my friends was like, hey, do you think you could be a spy? Before I could answer, they go, no, you talk too much. And I was like, wow, to be seen is to be loved. Because I do love talking, but really what I love is oversharing. Maybe you've noticed. And this is how every mission would go, okay? I would fly to wherever, Belarus, whatever, go into the nearest coffee shop, find a stranger, start talking to them. I'd just be like, hey, do you want to hear something crazy? I'm here to start a coup. I can't do it. But listen, oversharing is really cool. And you can learn a lot about yourself. This is why I was so good at therapy. I was hanging out with a friend of a friend, and we were yapping away, okay? And I said something about when I was little and I was playing soccer, I was really particular about my shin guards and my socks. And she said, oh, how else has your OCD manifested? And I said, I don't know, I've never thought that I could have that before. And then I kept thinking about it, and I was like, well, actually, when I was growing up in California, when we were driving on the freeway, there's retaining walls, and there's columns in between the walls, right? And in between each column, I would clench my butthole. So I don't know. Maybe that could be considered obsessive and compulsive. I don't know. I'm not dating right now, but I think you can all vouch for me. I'm a catch. I'm not dating right now, and in fact, I've been celibate for over a year. Woo! Okay, some of you know what that means. Cool. If you don't know what celibacy means, basically it means that I was raised Catholic. Yeah, Catholicism is really confusing because they're like, don't have sex, but then everything is really sexy. Jesus up on the cross. Cum gutters on display. That's crazy. He is coming. He is coming. He will come again. Jesus! Oh my God! Yeah. Look, okay, so the celibacy started when I broke up with my married ex, right? Like, it was a couple of days after we broke up, and I thought I had a UTI. I'm like super susceptible to UTIs. I was hooking up with this guy, and like every single time, he ruined my pH balance like no one else. Okay, I had a UTI every single time. So of course, you know, I broke up with him a few days later. I'm like, something isn't feeling right in here. And then I remembered, like, before we had breakup sex, that I was like, oh, by the way, I'm on my period. And he was like, cool, do we need to take this out? And I was like, I don't think I put a tampon in today. So then, like, a few days later, what I pulled out of myself was like, do we remember the Never-Ending Story? Yeah, okay, so you know when the horse dies in the depression forest? His carcass is sort of what I pulled out of myself. So I said, let's take a time out on that. So yeah, I'm not dating right now, but my friends are. And they're telling me it's really hard to date men right now. Okay. They're saying things like, he just like, you know, doesn't care about me, or think about me as a person, or like ask me any questions. And that's not true, right, men? Right? You ask questions. You love question. Because you will ask, you don't know what that is? You don't know what that is? He cares. He cares about my education. No, I kind of miss dating men. I miss like witnessing you. Hobbies, interests, that sort of thing. Men love projector. Are we knowing this? Men love projector. And I get it. It's like cool, fun gadget, you know? Men love projector on the ceiling. On wall with door. Men, I think they love projector because it's low-key not like TV. But it's not quite movie theater either, right? What I really miss is when I would go over to a guy's place and he would make me come so many times, and then he would say, do you want to watch something? And I'd say, sure. And then I'd get to watch him set up a projector. Guys, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. I love you.